Welcome to American Dream. I'm your host, Jane McCrory, coming to you from St. Pete Beach, the sunset capital of Florida. I get a lot of questions about how do closings work and how do mortgages work in Florida. So today I have two experts that are going to help us understand what the real estate process is down here, which may be different from some of the states that you live in. So come on with me and let's go meet the experts. I'd like to introduce you to JoAnne Dugan from Pasadena Title. JoAnne is the title agent that I work with most frequently on my closings. Welcome, JoAnne. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So here in Florida, we use a title company for closings in probably 99% of the cases. So can you just familiarize us a little bit with what are the key roles that you do as a title agent?
So as a title agent, we gather the contract from the agents. After it's completed and signed, we start from the beginning, getting the escrow deposit. We go all the way through the contract to make sure that everything is done properly in order to issue free and clear title insurance.
Okay, so for example, I can get an ownership record on the property records, but that doesn't always mean that that's what has to go on the paperwork, right?
No, it does not. Yeah, so we do a title search, a thorough title search, and we have a team of attorneys that are our underwriters. And if something comes up that's different than what we're thinking it's supposed to look like, they get together and they let us know what we need to do to clean that chain of title so that we can issue free and clear title insurance.
Okay, all right, great. And then you're also preparing the closing documents and dealing with the money, what to charge who for and who gets what credit.
Yes.
How does that work for the seller and the buyer?
So all of the money in the transaction goes into an escrow account. We gather all of the money, we distribute it out on what's called an ALTA. So that's what we also call a settlement statement. And that's where you'll see your title insurance charges, which is usually the seller paying for the buyer. You'll see your closing fees. Each party pays their own closing fee. And then you'll see your clerk of the court fees, which is where we're transferring that title over. So your seller would pay your transfer taxes. Your buyer would pay the recording fee for that.
Thank you so much for doing this today and sharing your knowledge with our listeners.
Thank you for having me.
So in addition to choosing the right realtor and being careful about which title company you're going to work with, it's also very, very important if you're getting a loan to finance your property that you choose a good lender to work with. This is Chris Jones from Legend Lending. I'm happy to have him here today. He's also someone that I work with very frequently on my deals. And Chris, can you just start off by explaining to us, you're a mortgage broker as opposed to being attached to any particular bank. How is that? What's the difference?
So Jane, my company is a small lender. So what we do is we process, underwrite, and close loans in our name. We shop whoever has the best rates. So we're set up with about 30 different lenders that we're able to place the loan with after closing, and whoever has the best interest rates at the time that we lock in, that's who we send your loan to. So
that's a big advantage for a buyer, because they don't have to do the shopping around themselves. You kind of do it for them.
We want them to save as much money as possible. So it's important that they're happy because it reflects on me and it reflects on you.
And then also, how does the 0% down work?
So that's a program that we recently implemented, probably about 6 months ago. It's a Legend Lending exclusive program. And if you're purchasing a property that is up to about $500,000, you can do a down payment of 3.5%. My company will loan you the money for the down payment and part of the closing costs. So I've had a lot of customers come into closing with no money out of pocket.
That is innovative for sure.
It's huge.
Excellent program, and it's very good, especially for someone like a first-time home buyer who really hasn't quite saved up the whole down payment. So that's really super. Well, Chris, you've been such a good partner to me. I can't thank you enough for joining me today.
Oh, you're awesome, Jane. And I appreciate you having me out here.
I sure hope you enjoyed our show today, learning a little bit about mortgages in Florida and also the title process. Until next time, I'm Jane McCrory with American Dream, coming to you from St. Pete Beach, Florida.